BTS imagines when you can't find seat and they tell you to sit on there. Kim Namjoon. The charity gala was louder than you expected. Laughter, clicking glasses, cameras flashing. Every table was full. You stood beside Namjoon, scanning the room there. He followed you gaze calmly, one hand tucked into his pocket. Even in a simple black suit, he looked powerful, grounded, untouchable. He hummed softly, then he pulled his chair back slightly and looked up at you. Sit. You blinked. A few guests glanced over. Namjoon didn't flinch. He leaned slightly closer, could let them see. Kim Sok-jin. The rooftop dinner was supposed to be intimate. It wasn't. Friends, family, business partners, every chair at the long table was filled by the time you arrived. You slipped beside Sok-jin and whispered, "There's nowhere to sit." He glanced around dramatically, eyebrows lifted. How rude. A few people stared. There, he said proudly, prefecture half flirted. "You okay?" he asked softly. Yes, he pressed a quick. Min yoongi. The studio gathering was chaotic. Producers, managers, friends, every couch and chair was taken. Yoongi glanced up from where he was sitting, drink in hand. "Come here, sit." Tone was calm but firm. He leaned back slightly, eyes flicking over. "You here?" His stomach flipped. "You are serious?" He raised an eyebrow. "Always." You stepped closer and he pulled. "You are staying here, mamas." You relaxed into him. Chung Hoseok. The housewarming party was packed, music filled the living room, friends laughed, every seat was taken. You stood near the doorway. Hobby, there's nowhere. He looked over instantly, grin spreading across his face. I see a seat. You narrowed your eyes. Don't. Too late. He dropped into the couch and you walked toward him anyways. He pulled you onto. He continued chatting with friends, laughing easily, but his hands. You are enjoying this? You whispered. Very much. He leaned in just enough for his breath to brush your skin. Don't move. And you didn't. Park Jimin. The dinner party was elegant. Candlelight flickered across crystal glasses. You arrived late. Every chair at the table was occupied. Jimin watched you. There's no seat, you said softly. His A few guests exchanged glances. Jimin smiled sweetly. Is there a problem? No one answered. His hand settled at your. Comfortable? He whispered. Yes. He leaned close. When someone's gaze lingered on you, Jimin noticed instantly. His grip tightened just slightly, not enough to hurt, enough to claim. You felt your breath. Kim Taehyung. The art gallery opening was crowded. You slipped through the guests until you reached the young. Every bench along the wall was full. There's no seat, you said. He tilted his head, staring you slowly. Then he leaned back in his chair, said, your heart skipped a. He held your gaze right here. The room felt quieter somehow. The young's eyes shifted, cool, steady. The man looked away immediately. He leaned closer, voice slow. You are safest here. And the way he jungkook. Game night at home had turned chaotic. Friends crowded the living room. Every seat was claimed. You stood beside Jungkook. There's nowhere for me. He didn't even hesitate. Come here. You laughed nervously. Jungkook, he reached for you anyways, pulled you gently down onto his. There, he said softly. Your heartbeat speed up. Everyone's staring. You whispered, let them. Not happening, he said casually. The room laughed, but the message was clear. You leaned back into him, completely at ease. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more videos.